Hey, what's up, guys? This is Volvopedia Guy again. Good morning and good afternoon. I hope everybody's doing good. So my car, this is my car, my XC90 2018. It was making a sound while acceleration and under load, like something was vibrating. So I took a look on the motor mount located on the passenger side and upper torque rod. This is the upper torque rod that it was on the vehicle. So this controls the movement of the engine, because when you accelerate or engine's doing this, so it takes a lot of force because this is a four cylinder and these Volvo cars are very heavy. So for a four cylinder engine plus a supercharger vehicle and a turbocharged vehicle or engine, it's a lot of stress. And I seen that they go bad like around 40,000 miles, the upper torque rod, and especially when they're supercharged and big cars like seven seated. So that puts a lot of torque on the engine, a lot of movement. So, and I can verify here that it's been rubbing, the bracket's been rubbing on the motor mount. This motor mount is located under the upper torque rod, and as you can see, it's been making the bracket, this bracket here, has been rubbing on the mount, and that creates, of course, it resonates on the vehicle and it creates a noise. I'm putting this part in it, semi-used. So this one is almost complete collapse, which is already making contact with this part, so it's time to replace. I'm gonna put this one in there, this motor mount, and it's real simple to do. I'm gonna clean the surface, the contact points. This is an old part used, so the new one will come with only one circle on the top. So you're gonna use three bolts instead of four, and you're gonna get rid of one bolt like these, because the new design, it's only three. It takes only three bolts. At first, I thought I had the wrong part. So, but I went to the parts department, and they told me it was the correct part. It's a new upgraded version. So it was weird because you're gonna end up throwing, or actually saving one bolt. You can use it as a spare part. This one here. Put in by hand first, because I've seen people that they will strip the bolts, and it is a nightmare to fix it because there's not much space here to put a tool to make the new thread. And I have done it before, and it was a hard time to fix that. So we want to save time and do it by hand.
Oh, hello. Today we're here at Volvo. In Soviet Russia, we take bolt out to replace mount.
Got my crazy neighbor here.
Hey. Dude, don't show everybody how we fix Volvos, man. You're gonna lose money. Don't do it, dude.
Seems like I don't want to go in. With one hand, it's kind of hard.
Okay, when it don't go in, you force it.
There you go.
There you go. And back. Ugga, 2 Uggas. Oh, wait. Oh, you want me to do it?
Slowly first.
No, we're gonna go all the way. All wrong way.
Did it go in?
Yeah, it's going.
All right. So I don't have the specifications right now. I just go by feeling. It's my personal car anyway. Have this big extension that will reduce torque. So I set the vehicle on a jack, floor jack. I put some like a wood underneath, so I won't damage the oil pan. So that goes there, and then goes the bracket. Again, use a floor jack. This is a 15 millimeter. Had to go up a little bit more on the engine.
You need to get yourself a little stand, Jimmy.
That one
So these are the standard issue Christmas gloves that we get?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
13. Go always by hand first, because these threads are kind of like, they're kind of big, and it will kind of like bind. It will mess up the thread. So when you have those fine threads, it's easier to go in, or not to strip them. So again, I'm gonna use the impact. So hard to do it with one hand. This little 13, don't put too much force in it because of the size. You don't want to break it. There goes another one there. Make sure you align the hole. I already had the mark where it was, so right here. This one has a washer. So difficult. By the way, these are not my tools. I'm getting my neighbor's tools, my toolbox over there. I'm using my friend's tools. It's kind of closer to this car, so. But this is why I'm having a hard time. Okay, engine is attached. I'm gonna lower the engine. So now we're good to go without the floor jack. Don't forget the ground. People always forget this ground. And it can create noise because the ground cable is gonna be rubbing against the belt. And actually I did a car one time and came back for a noise. So I got it back. I got the car back, assigned it to me. So it ended up being the cable. I forgot to attach it to the 10 millimeter bolt. This is the upper torque rod. Upper torque rod, it goes like this. This, the one with the spacer. This side. Go by hand again. There's my other bolts. This, so don't mix the bolts. You can mix this one and put it here, and this one put it over there. So I think the shortest one, it goes here to the upper torque rod. Sometimes I get confused, and because what I do, I put all the bolts together, and would always have a hard time only with these two. I forgot which one is supposed to be the shortest one, but I think this is the upper torque rod. That's the one with the shortest bolt. So the way I do it, I tighten it, the back bolts first, so that way the upper torque rod is gonna slide. And then put this long 15 millimeter bolt. If it doesn't go in, you gotta verify where to move the engine. So you can apply with a pry bar, apply a little bit of pressure. That way you will align it to the threads. So it grab right there. I like to use this ratchet, 15 millimeter, 1/4 inch, because of the size of the head. And okay, and then do it by hand with a 15 millimeter wrench. Got this. It's tight. Let's do it on the 13s. Tight. It's tight right there. This is not rocket science. It's pretty simple to do. You don't have to have a lot of knowledge of vehicles, how to fix a vehicle. This is like a resonator. It's an 8 millimeter bolt. Again, do it by hand first. Already went in like 5 threads. I used this other, the same electric ratchet with an 8 millimeter. Got the swivel here. And I tighten it with the same. I just bury a little bit of it. It's like 12 Newton meters, somewhere around there, because of the size of the bolt. So this is it. I don't think it was hard. It took me to put it back together 14 minutes with one hand. So if you didn't, I didn't put the procedure to take it out, but you can use the procedure to put it into based on it. So again, use the floor jack first. Jack the engine up a little bit. You're gonna see it moving up, and make sure you see underneath, not to hit the oil filter housing, and lift the engine up. That way the bracket can come off and your engine's not gonna just drop. If you feel like in here it's kind of like forcing to remove the bolt here, the 15s, It means because you have pressure, so you have to go a little bit up on the engine, that way to release tension of the bracket. Uh, Thank you guys. Have a great time, and thank you for watching Volvopedia Guy. God bless.